Hey, it's the Lost Canuck, your everyday average backyard barbecue kind of guy. And in today's video, got my cooking hat on, so hey, you know, that only means one thing. We're doing some cooking. And in today's video, we're gonna make some, I got some peri peri seasoning and sauce. Peri peri chicken, one of my favorites, and they are so yummy. So, picked up a couple raw chickens from Costco, 12 bucks. $6 a chicken, you can't beat that. So we're gonna try and do them the way Black's Barbecue does down in Texas. Special thanks to, or a special shout out to Black's Barbecue. Thanks for all your YouTube videos. And so Lost Canuck's gonna do it peri peri style. So we're gonna take this really nice, plump, juicy chicken, and we're gonna turn it into this delectable, juicy, succulent, yummy peri peri chicken. Stay tuned. And for my Hispanic viewers, a mis amigos que hablan español, los subtítulos debajo. And for my Hindi friends, Nietzsche subtitles. All right, so let's roll that intro. All right, so we're back. So what we're going to do is we're going to spatchcock the chicken. And hey, it's always fun to say spatchcock. So we're going to take a relatively dull pair. Just kidding, they should be sharp, but these ones aren't. We're going to cut the, I don't know if you can see this, but you don't need this neck on here at all. I don't want to cut my hands off. There we go. It's hard to get through it. I'm gonna try my dull shears, see if that works any better. Oh yeah, there. Okay, so get rid of the neck, and then this one isn't so bad. They call this the parson's nose in the area of the country I'm from, and it's just the tail. You don't need that either. So cut the tail off, then feel for the backbone. So you can see the backbone travels right along here. Okay, and we're going to cut either side with, you're supposed to have a sharp pair of shears. I'm going to order some, but got to use what I got for now. We're just going to cut down the one side of the backbone. You can feel it. There's the one side, and then we're going to open it up and clean out any of the giblets or anything else that the factory left in there. Okay, so that's your backbone. And what you can do, if you're interested, is you can save this, freeze this, boil it up, and you can make some soup stock out of it with your with this little bit of neck and the tail. I might not do that right now. And then we're just gonna, if you see any weird chunks of fat like this in the middle, and then just feel around for any weirdness inside, like this. All right, so you've got it partially open, and there's a little piece of skin. Now, I hate cutting lots of this off. Okay, so what we're going to do is you can see the chicken here. We're going to do a little cut here so that I can flip it over and press it solid, so you can feel it cut in just a little bit, just like that. See, I can spread it out a bit. That's the breastbone. Okay, so what we're going to do, flip it over, and then what you do is you press it till you hear a crunch, just like that. I don't know if you picked that up or not. Okay, and then you see this crease here down the middle. I don't know if you can see that. What we're going to do is we're going to half our chicken, okay? We're going to cook it that way. Got to have a really nice sharp knife. Okay, like that. Should be halved. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so how we're going to prep this is in 2 halves. Alright, so again, you want to take out any of the stuff that the factory left with their lung vac. They didn't do a good job there, but oh well. Hey, for $6 I'm not complaining. Can you see the skin here? Skin on, here's the skin on the breast, and oh, here's the other half on the leg quarter. Okay, so we're gonna go in from both sides and put our spices in here. Okay, so stay tuned. I'm just gonna dump out some of this peri peri into a little bowl that I can pinch it off in, and then well, what we'll do first before I do that is what you do is you gently pull it up like this. And you work, don't want to rip it, but you want to work your finger under here like this, easily. Just take her easy, kind of like you're peeling the membrane on a rib, okay? You use your fingers there. So I've got the breast all exposed, but you don't want to remove the skin because this is where all your flavor is, and you got to come down here a little bit. Sure. There, you want to get into all the spots because this is where we're going to put our rub on the underneath the skin and then on top of the skin, and that's kind of that's the Lost Canuck secret. See, you just want to get your finger in there, and look, if you poke a little hole in it or whatever, no big deal. All right, there. Alright, so now we've got some pockets where we can get our rub in there. So there, we've got the skin peeled back where we want the rubs. I'm going to dump a little of this rub in a bowl, and I'm going to get it under the skin and then on top of the skin, and then we're going to let it dry brine for about an hour or so, maybe hour and a half in the fridge until I get my pits all started up. So hang on a second. All right, well, I don't know if you know, but I've got some Nando's peri peri rub I'm going to use on the chicken. I'll put a link down in the comments below. I got it from Amazon. You guys can get it from Amazon. I love Nando's peri peri chicken when I'm eating up in the Toronto area, but anyways. So I put some in a bowl here, and we're going to put some underneath the skin that I pulled up here. So the secret is just going to put some in there, rub it in underneath the skin as much as possible. So we got that there. Don't worry, we're going to put some on the top too. I'm going to flip that around. And again, we'll set this in the fridge for at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half, so this all gets soaked into the meat. All right, so we got some under the skin. Now we're just gonna put this on the top of the skin. The Lost Canuck forgot one important step before I did the top. Okay, I've got a sharp pair of pokers here. Now, do you see the skin where it's lighter in color or more yellowy in color? That's fat, okay? So what you'd like to do is poke some of the skin where the fat pockets are, and I can sort of see it over here. Do a few over here, and what happens is the fat will come out through the skin and self-baste itself. Okay, so like it'll be like frying itself. Okay, so I forgot to do that. So there's a big vein here, and I just poked. There's a couple over here. Poke. Might as well do this one before I. Okay, so like that. Here. This, unfortunately, I put rub on it, but here you can see it here at the end of the leg. All right, so that was one step that I did forget. But now we're poked. It should be good. You want to make sure you get all the little nooks and crannies. All right, we're gonna do the back half of this chicken. And we want to get any of the bare spots. Oh, there's a couple of fatty spots on the drum leg there. Okay, so I'm going to get a cookie sheet and a wire baking rack, and I'm gonna grab that. So give me 2 seconds, I'll be right back. All right, so now that you've got your chicken seasoned under the skin and on top of the skin, we're gonna transfer this onto into a rack for cooking. Now we're gonna cook the peri peri chicken on my Lone Star Grillz 42-inch pellet smoker. That smoker is loaded up with Smokin pecan pellets, some of the smokiest pellets we got. Now, just FYI, I could even get more smoke if I wanted to by adding a 50-50 wood chip mix into the pellets, but that pellet smoker smokes so amazing anyways, plus I'm using Smokin pecan pellets, which I'll put links for below. I don't feel I have to. So for my brisket cook, I do that, but this one, no. So we're just gonna put half of this here, because when I'm cooking them, I want the breast side to be away from the heat and the dark meat side towards the heat. All right, let's get this cleaned off, and I'll see you down at the pit. Lost Canuck out. Hey, it's the Lost Canuck. Well, we're back at the pit, ready to put the peri peri chicken on the Lone Star Grillz 42-inch pellet smoker. Now, it's been in the fridge dry brining for about an hour and a half. I'm going to put it up here on the top rack. I'm going to put the breast side towards facing the cooler area and the dark meat towards the fire pot, because the dark meat's a lot more forgiving. I have the temperature set here at 235, and we're going to let her go low and slow like that for the first couple hours anyways, see where we're at. I'm going to put an RFX probe in each breast, and I'm going to bring it up to about, when it hits about 150, I'm going to brush some peri peri sauce on the outside. I'm going to turn the pit up to 300, carry it the rest of the way, let the skin crisp up, and then wait till the internals hit about 165, pull her off, and we'll enjoy it up at the cutting board. So let's get this chicken on there. Wow, it's smoky down here. Anyways, so like I said, I'm using 100% Smokin pecan pellets. You can see the smoke's coming pretty good out of there. It's set at 235. So I will see you. Oh wait, I forgot to put the RFX probes in. Okay, we're back at the pit. I forgot to put my RFX probes in, so we're going to put the blue one in this one, and we'll put them in the breast right about that direction. Catch the thickest part. Okay, the RFX probes are back in. I can monitor the temperatures remotely using my wireless gateway here. Have it set at 235. Like I said, I'm going to bring this thing up to about 150 internal as it's cruising up. And then I'm going to put some nice peri peri sauce on the outside. Glaze her up beautifully. Hit it at 300 degrees and take her the rest of the way up to 165 internal. So I'll see you when it's time to glaze this with peri peri sauce. Lost Canuck out. Alright, well, we're back at my amazing Lone Star Grillz 42-inch pellet smoker. The smokiest pellet smoker you can get out there. And hey, and I'm not sponsored. I'm not being paid by anybody, but that's the truth. Alright, so what we're going to do is the internal temperatures on these two chicken halves have reached 150. I'm going to put my peri peri sauce on. I'm just going to put a couple of drip pans underneath here because I don't want to get everything all too goopy. Now we're going to sauce this stuff up. So this is my Nando's peri peri sauce for the peri peri chicken. I love the taste of this stuff. I like going to Nando's. Too bad there's no Nando's here in the Twin Cities area, but it's just the way it is. And I'm using my ThermoWorks sauce brush. Who knew ThermoWorks even made silicone barbecue tools? I didn't. So I'm going to put my hot gloves on. These are my Hey Grill Hey by Susie Bullock Pitmaster gloves. You can say what you want about her channel. I like her channel, but she made some good, decent gloves. Okay, now that we've got the sauce on, we want to caramelize the surface. So I'm going to turn the temperature up to 300. See how the peri peri chicken turns out. And like I say, if it doesn't, I'll let you know either way. I'm just a backyard, average backyard kind of cook. So, but I do like peri peri chicken. I love the flavor. The peri peri flavor comes from a mix of Portuguese and South African influences, and it's really good. If you haven't tried it, give it a shot. All right, well, it's the Lost Canuck here. We're down at the Lone Star Pellet Grill with the peri peri chicken. Just turning it down from 400. So I tried crisping the skin up, and got lots of smoke on these chickens. So let's take them off, bring them up to the cutting board, and try cutting them. They look like they have crispy skin. I don't know. We'll find out here soon. All right. So I'm going to put this in shutdown mode. Now it's going to go into cool down, and we'll bring these upstairs, slice into them, and see if this is a disaster or not. All right, see you up at the cutting board. All right, Lost Canuck here. Well, we're back upstairs in the barbecue lab, pulled off the peri peri chicken from the Lone Star Pellet Grill, and it's the moment of truth. Now look, the skin is, I can hear it. I don't know if you can hear that. It's very crispy. There's tons of smoke on this thing. Is it going to be chewy and awful though? That's the thing, and the taste. So let's separate these pieces. Let's see what we got here. So okay. Well, there's a heck of a smoke ring on it. I don't know if you can see that or not. Take a little bite out of this, see what happens. Let's take a little bite out of here. The skin on here actually worked out okay. Crispy, juicy chicken on the inside. Let's see if I can shave off a piece of this breast. Well, the skin's starting to come off. Here's a piece with the skin on it. So I did another video on a different grill where the skin turned out tough, but this stuff actually turned out crispy. Not so bad. Good flavor, moist chicken. There's a piece of the skin there. Yeah, it works. I'm gonna give a piece here to my, there's a little bit of chicken and skin together. This one's good. So bringing the temperature up to 400 for the last 30 minutes of the cook really helped the skin crisp up, and it's got a nice peri peri flavor. It's medium. It's not too spicy, not too mild. The way I like it. Now my wife, my videographer, is saying it's too spicy for her, but this is some good chicken. I'll give you a piece that doesn't have as much spice on there. There, you try this one. It's juicy, moist, tender. It's hot.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's some good chicken. All right, well, if you enjoyed how to make peri peri chicken. So here's a quick recap. I smoked the chicken for 3 hours at between 235 and 240. Okay, just getting smoke onto the chicken. And then I cranked it up to 300 for an hour, and it started crisping the skin up, but I noticed the skin wasn't getting very crispy. Plus I brushed on some more sauce. You see that in the video. And then at the end, for the last 30 minutes, I turned it up to 400 degrees to really set that skin and really get it crispy. And I think that really made all the difference on the skin anyways. Don't forget, I'm up to about 330 followers on Instagram. I'm going to put my Instagram QR code over here. So check out my Instagram page. And follow me. It's there's all kinds of content on there. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe and like button. It really helps, especially if you like peri peri chicken. And don't forget, hit that notify me bell. I'm going to put the bell up here, and it lets you know when new content comes out. All right, and then finally, here's a little plug for my store. I have links for all the stuff that I used down below, and then sometimes, depending on what you're looking at the video on, some links pop up in the corner. They're affiliate links. They help the channel grow. They don't cost you anything. Like if you're going to buy it, go to the store and buy it, it's going to be the same price. But I do get a small commission from it, very small. But it helps me buy chickens, ribs, beef, all those kind of things. So if you like the channel and you want to see more videos, if you want to, they make great gifts, or there's a super thanks button down below. Consider donating to the channel. I can buy some more meat or whatever and smoke it. And then finally, guys and girls and everybody, please leave me a comment below on some of the things you'd like to see me cook. Now I've done a ton of pork recently, and I did some beef. Now I'm starting to get into more chicken, but if there's something else, like I like to do salmon as well, maybe I'll do a salmon again. Salmon's very nice on the smoker. Or anything else, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Head over to the butcher shop and see if they got what you're talking about. Alright, and if you do your chicken any differently, also leave me a note in the comment on how you prepare yours differently. Okay, again, we're at the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I'm going to put some content up over here. Don't forget to check out my other videos. And remember, don't forget, be kind to each other. Lost Canuck out.